Well, we should have a lot of fun today. Hopefully the weather won't throw us off, but everyone at the stadiums are going to be real nice and share some stories, and we'll end up with the Billy Goat and have a little libation or two.
Sounds great.
Well, listen, thanks everybody for coming. We got hopefully a day full of surprises and giveaways, and we should have a good time going out to the buildings and seeing the various stuff. Everything's arranged, and as most arranged things are, they're in flux.
It's on the fly,
yeah. We'll see if it works out or not. We're as curious as you are.
Along with it, but the
How's the beef, right?
Oh, it's delicious.
Great.
I would have liked it. They just brought him into the room and we all got 5 minutes.
It's not crowded in here, is it?
You guys are having fun?
Hell yeah.
Questions, everything else.
This is absolutely hilarious. We've got a live studio audience. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming down. Nancy Faust joining us. That is fantastic stuff. As a lifelong Sox fan, Nancy, I think I've enjoyed your performances as much as you've probably done doing them.
More than things going on in the field.
Some teams have the only thing going on. Yeah.
Real quickly though, this Sunday is my anniversary. 23 years I've been married, so I have loved the same woman for 23 years, and I hope my wife don't find out she'll kill me.
Windy City limos, baby. Windy City.
Was taken directly from Wrigley Field. But the idea behind it was the first place the Bears had played.
Yeah.
So when they looked at the design, they wanted to have some tribute to it. That's why it's a bowl type thing instead of having multi-levels. That's what he said anyway. Is that accurate or is that?
Yes, no, that is. And actually the 300 level, we call it the Wrigley deck.
Oh, is that right?
It's supposed to resemble, the upper deck of Wrigley. Media deck, that's where the assistant coaches sit, TV announcers will sit there, in those booths. And then right up here, where you see the light brown wood padding, that's the press box.
Yeah, it's terrible. See, we used to be in the old building, we were like 50 yard line center. I mean, it was the best seat in the house. And now all these buildings, they've moved. See where the brown outline is over here? Those, a lot of the out-of-town guys will be over here. And then our seats are up here, right at the beginning of the brown part, because we're the local sports writers. It's like the 15, it's like the 10 to 15. And what they did is if you look at the see the line right above the brown, that's the windows are compartmentalized into 2 pieces. Guys who sit in the 3rd row cannot see anything because all they see is that line.
Is the tape working this time? How much are you tell me? Chris? The closest Joe Ostrowski will ever get to a pro locker room.
What else? The Bears locker room is very similar to this.
We got game in 2 minutes.
It's a lot wider. It's a lot. The Bears locker room, it's weird because there's no special. Like when I covered the Brian will tell us about this, but when I covered the Bulls, Jordan's locker, it was like a big deal. It was like his locker was 2 lockers because there's so many people come around, guys trying to put his pants on, and everybody's bumping into him. So no one wanted to be near the guy. You'd always put some goofy rookie near him. And the way the Bears locker room was worked out, it'd be like, like over here you'd have like the quarterback, all 3 quarterbacks would be over there, like all the running backs in one section, all the defensive players in another section. They actually have neighborhoods. Right. Believe it or not, depending on what position you play is where you're located. So it's, and usually, like a lot of times when you're on the road covering games, depending on the building, they will have there's all these strange things they have to do, designs with the building. So you could be in one locker room that turns out to just be the offensive locker room. You got to go down and around, and there's all the defensive players. Like they often will break it up into 2 different rooms, which you got to make a decision on who you want to talk to.
We're in the visitors' locker room. There's a bathroom in there. I'm going to show you where Brett Favre's taken the dump on the Bears many times before.
DJ's hurt already?
DJ.
Got a knee problem early in the game, 1st quarter.
Let me see.
So like when the Bears are on the road, they'll have the same backdrop that says Cadillac on and all that stuff, and it's hilarious. They have like this. It's like they're pulling. Oh, you're gonna show us the slideshow? No, we got this for you. And so you sit here, and that's where he takes the questions. That's where you see him afterward. And it's funny because there's usually some fans or some friends or family that are lined up over here, and they're all like, oh, yeah. These are shades. You know, sometimes the sun's coming right in on you on a Sunday morning. They'll have those down right up to game time. And then everybody in the back will be screaming. You can open the windows too to hear the crowd roar or get some air in here or whatever, you know. So that's always a bit very controversial. Like, everybody yells at each other, shut the window.
Yeah, they just
We're at the UC right now, United Center, Chicago Bulls, house at Jordan Belt. Technically, I don't think this is the exact house that he built, but 96, 97, and 98.
This building though from like mid-September through hopefully maybe mid-April and mid-May and next year will be every single day that there's something going on here. So you think about it, like the circus, the ice shows, Bulls and Blackhawks, there's a lot going on here. So it's kind of nice to have a few months where they can redo this building and kind of take care of it. So the building holds 21,711 for basketball, 20,500 for hockey, and about 17,900 for concerts.
Well, it can go anywhere from 14 something, depending on if it's a 108-degree, what's killed, all the way up to 23,000 if it's in the round for a 360 show. So it really depends on what the show configuration is.
There is no ice down here right now. They do melt the ice whenever hockey's over every year. They make ice twice a year. They make ice in September when hockey starts, and then after the circus leaves in late November. It takes 28 hours to actually make the ice. And does anybody know how thick the ice is? 1 inch? 1 inch. Wow, the logos are all hand painted on the ice. I helped paint it a couple of years ago. It's a pretty cool process.
She doesn't come. We don't let her do it anymore.
I did it once, and I haven't invited me back.
We don't let her do it anymore. Exactly. It was the back pocket.
What?
The back pocket. You missed the L. The back pocket.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool process, but it does freeze instantly, so you can't make any errors with it. It's pretty amazing how it all works. But it takes about 2.5 hours to change from hockey to a basketball game, and about 2 hours to go the other way. A little bit more time for a basketball game because you have the different tables down here, press table, scorers table, and the additional, like floor seats, courtside seats, etc. down here. So a little bit longer for that.
Yeah, but this was Victor's.
You just sit over here. So,
and now he's back in Russia. He's back in Russia now.
You just sit there and look at the guys being, he makes one of us talking to other players. I get the ball and shoot the ball.
I saw you two in concert from right up here. I was like 2 rows from the top. It was the worst seat I've ever had.
What was the sound?
It was, you couldn't really, not like that. You could see Bono's back and maybe the corner of edges.
Did it have a stage circle? No.
What do you guys think? What do you guys got there?
Here we go. Vintage. This is the vintage Blackhawks.
Nice.
You guys, there's different Blackhawks.
How's the tour though?
It's great. Awesome. Excellent.
Yeah. What's the best part?
On the field with the Bears.
What was your favorite part of the tour today?
This one was the best.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, how come?
Free stuff. Free stuff and a little more behind the scenes.
Free stuff, they let you in the locker room.